Things that could impact case value, when we're looking at that, we always start at the end and then work backwards. So a jury at a trial is going to get a verdict form with 6 lines on it. And those 6 lines include past and future medical record or bills, that's 2. Past and future wage loss, that's 3 and 4. And then past and future pain and suffering, that's 5 and 6. So let's break those down, right? Past and future medical is how much money you've had to spend on medical bills as a result of your injury. Future medical care is how much you are expected to spend on medical bills. Now, this could include anything from surgery to having to retrofit your house if you can no longer use your house in the way that somebody might normally be able to anything else under the sun that you might require, including psychological care. Past and future wage loss includes how much time you've missed from work as a result of your injury. And that might be because you psychologically can't get out of bed. It might be because you have medical treatment, or it might be because you're incapable of working. The same thing applies in the future. If you're not going to be able to go back to work, if you're anticipated to miss more work, those things also get calculated into your damages. Pain and suffering are the 2 that everybody hears about on TV. So people watch lawyer shows and they see pain and suffering, and really juries can do crazy things. They can do conservative things. They can do very liberal things with these numbers. We don't know how they're going to go, but we know that they get to decide those at the end of the day. Other factors that might influence a jury's decision about how big a damages award would be include how bad was the company's conduct. So we will, during the course of discovery, get documents to prove that the defendant was negligent, which is a legal term for acting below the standard of care. In other words, you did what a normal person wouldn't have done. And so the worse those documents are, sometimes the higher the awards are, because juries get very upset when companies don't do what they're supposed to do. And so do we. That's why we do this work. Other things that might cause a case value to go up or down could also include something that we call specific causation. So in any case, we have to prove that a defendant's product was defective, but also that that defect caused your specific injury. So in a pharmaceutical drug case, for example, we might be able to show that a drug definitely causes or is likely to cause a specific side effect. We'll do that using medical studies, showing the risk of the problem caused by the drug and how much that risk is elevated, comparing a population who took the drug to somebody who didn't. Then we go to specific causation, and we look at the specific client who took the drug, and we say, okay, they might have had particular risk factors that could have led to this complication anyway. That might cause a value to go down. If we look at a client and we see they have a completely clear medical history, there's no other reason why this complication ever should have happened, that might cause their case value to go up. So there's lots of things that go into it, both on a macro and a micro basis, and we look at all of that for every single person, and that's why an MDL is a good vehicle for something like this, because people get custom tailored solutions at the end of the day.